channel. This is Nani again. Ding, 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 ding. We're gonna do your water sign readings. We're gonna do Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Believe it or not, I actually recorded these readings first, but I had some personal shit coming through. I don't like when my personal business or like anything that I feel I could relate to comes in the reading. So sometimes I gotta like pause and like, okay, let me process my emotions and do all that. Bitch, the fuck are my hands so dry? I work in a lot of medical offices and I keep having to use fucking hand sanitizer, and like my hands look like corpse hands. Hold on, let me get something. I'll put some more hand sanitizer on, but at least it'll make it look better than now. But anyways, we're gonna be doing the signs, the water signs: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. Do make sure that you're checking your other placements for a more well-rounded message. If it does not apply, let it fly. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, baby, you should do that. The information is in my bio below, and if you would like to send me a tip, which you should, if this resonates for you, you should leave me a tip. No pressure, but like, you don't need a personal reading. This is your personal reading. Me explico. Okay, cool. So anyways, we're gonna get right into it. So Pisces, we're gonna start with you. Let me get my pen out of my bra. Okay, so for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces placements? I'm hearing follow the yellow brick road. I'm also hearing something about a camera. You could be getting into photography lately. Or you could be wanting to get into photography. Maybe photography might be a path that would be really good for you, and you might not have seen it like that before. For others of you, you might benefit from a photo shoot. I am getting that as well. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your energy is also here, Pisces. So there's the energy of having either you're withholding something strategically or you're saving your money. There's something that you're holding back on. For some of you guys, it could be like, oh, I want to work on a project, but I have to be wise with my finances to be able to execute this, as opposed to just doing it like on the fly. You could be starting a business, or you could be defending a business, or maybe whatever it is that you need to invest in or spend the money on, it's for a business. So it's like, let's say for example, I'm a Pisces moon, right? Let's say for example, you have a business that you're investing in, and it's like, okay, I want to be able to invest this much money or allocate this much money towards this project. But for me to be able to do that, I might have, let's say I have like $6,000 just chilling here, and I want to pay $3,000 for something. Just because I have the $6,000 doesn't mean that I want to spend half of that right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is there a way that I could, although I have the money right now, could I pay it in installments? Is there a way that I could justify, or not justify this, but handle it so that I don't expend all my resources in case, let's say that something randomly comes up with my car. You know what I'm saying? It's like, before, when you're younger, you make like really impulse decisions and you're not thinking ahead of time and you're not budgeting or anything like that. And now it's kind of like, okay, just because I have it doesn't mean that I should spend it. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? So that's definitely coming up here, and it's to protect something that you're taking care of. For others of you, this could be like your dad might not be giving you money for something anymore. Your dad or some father figure might be withholding help from you so that you, I'm hearing, get it together. So like, let's say that your dad like will, normally you want something. I'm hearing something about a Taurus coming through. Maybe check out Taurus's reading, but let's say that you normally want something, and normally your dad or like your relative, if you got a dad that will, God bless you. Okay, baby, you real lucky. But let's say that normally your dad does, and now your dad's like, no, I'm not giving you the cash for that. You have a job. You're a big girl. Sounds like a black dad, okay? You're a big girl. Get it together. You're out here doing X, Y, and Z. You can afford it. It's giving like that. So somebody could be also like withholding some assistance from you, Pisces, which is forcing you to like get it together, which is an act of love, but it's requiring for you to be a lot more strategic or a lot more balanced. Can I have clarity on this message for Pisces placements? Yeah, so you're having to make a decision right now. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Scorpio here. Who is this King of Pentacles? This could be your boss even, Pisces. Like maybe somebody that you're working for. All right, I didn't want to say this, Pisces, but it's starting to come through here. Some of you guys might have had a sugar daddy. If it's not like your actual dad, baby girl, like you might have had some nigga that was like paying for stuff for you. And they're not anymore. That's a specific storyline, Pisces. I'm sorry, but it's like this could also be like an ex or a boyfriend or a fuck buddy or a sugar daddy or something like that that like is not providing for you anymore, or they're not paying for you anymore, or something like that. And it's like maybe you were relying a lot on this person to pay for things, and like suddenly out of nowhere they might have randomly stopped, Pisces. And it's like when they stopped paying for something, or when they withheld the cash, it was in the middle of like maybe your rent was due. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got really used to this person. Again, it could be a relative, whatever. If it's a lover, whatever, just put it where it belongs. You got real comfortable with this person sending you cash to the point where like maybe you were squandering it. And then it's like this person, like I said, whoever it is, they just were like, you were like, can I have $5,000 for whatever? It doesn't fucking matter. And they're like, no, I don't have it. And you're like, huh? I'm sorry, Pisces. You're like, what? What do you mean you don't have it? And they're like, no, sorry, figure it out. Tough titty. And then it's like, okay. And it's like maybe you didn't have a backup plan, Pisces. Ooh, clarity on the 10 of Wands. You didn't have a backup plan, and it's like I'm seeing somebody. Ooh, I'm hearing uneasy. Like it's like, ooh. Okay, Pisces, but to put yourself where it belongs, right? But it's like whatever this is, if this was somebody that you were relying on, I wouldn't rely on this person anymore, Pisces. I don't know. Why is this the message for Pisces placement? I'm almost kind of getting guided to tell you, Pisces. Smith could be significant. Somebody's name could, Smith, last name Smith. I'm almost kind of getting, you might have known this was a possibility anyway. Like this person could have given you a warning. Oh, especially if this is like an ex, Pisces, or somebody that you were fucking with, they're leaving. So this is the message because there's some sort of heartbreak. Oh, Pisces. Oh, wow. Okay, clarity on the heart of hearts. Okay, Pisces, you're going to be down bad, or somebody's down bad. Maybe you stopped paying for somebody and now they're down bad. But I'm getting that this person, if they have not already, they're going to reach out to you, or you're going to reach out to them. And either you or they are going to be very disappointed in the fact that, clarity on the 3 of Swords, that somebody's not helping them anymore. Yeah. We have Virgo, Taurus, and Libra energy coming through here. Somebody might even, I'm hearing evicted, or it's like somebody's not going to be able to pay for something. Clarity on the 4 of Wands. I'm hearing desperate. So put yourself where it belongs, Pisces. Yeah, some of you guys might have the means to pay for it, but it's like that's all you're gonna have. So it's like, let's say for example, like that your rent is like what, 4K, right? That's expensive ass rent, but let's say that your rent's like 4K. Okay, all you have is 4K. So it's like you ask this person for money. Oh, can you help me pay my rent? It's $4,000, and they're like, no, I don't have it. And you're like, oh. And it's like, okay, I have just enough for rent, but I have nothing else for anything else, so what do I do? It's something like that, Pisces. Why is this? What is Pisces' role in this? I'm almost kind of getting that you might need to, I'm getting, Pisces, that like you have enough. It's just, if this is you that's getting cut off, you have enough. You have enough, it's just not excess. So it's like maybe you are realizing that you need to budget a little bit more. Interesting. Clarity on the Hierophant card. For some of you guys, this person might be married. You might... Okay, this is going to sound really crazy, Pisces. For some of you guys, this guy might be married. This person might be married, and maybe you were like a side piece. This is going to sound nuts, Pisces. Maybe you were like a side piece. And either this person might... I'm hearing school. You might have to learn a lesson about this, Pisces. Like, this person might... I'm hearing micromanage. Might have gotten caught up, like, with their spouse or something like that. And, like, the spouse is now looking at the budget. Like, where the fuck is going on here? Like, where's this money coming from? Where's the money going? And now this person might be trying to... Or they could have been separated from someone, but it's like this person might be trying to pick up the pieces or commit to something or someone. For some of you guys, you're married, and if it's like your dad that's paying for stuff, they're like, you have a spouse. I don't know why you're asking me for money still. But whatever it is, Pisces, there's going to be drama, but it's going to really fuck with your stability. So what's the final advice we have for Pisces? And then we'll move on to Cancer. Yeah, Pisces, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius here, or you could have Sagittarius placements. Definitely be wise with your money right now. Maybe there's something about needing to take some time to contemplate with the Hermit card. Like, maybe you don't go out as much, or maybe take some time to really get everything organized and just to reflect to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. Okay, Pisces, because it's like I'm almost kind of getting that whatever it is that's going to happen, it's going to catch you off guard, and it's like you're going to have to really get it together. Okay, but again, anything that falls apart is for something more stable to build, right? So, you know, there's that. But anyways, that's what I have for you, Pisces. Sending you lots of love. We're going to go ahead and get into Cancer. So Cancer spirit, what messages do we have for Cancer placements? I'm hearing reflection from Mulan. Some of you guys could look in the mirror and not like what you see, or you feel like you don't know who you are anymore. With Mulan, very specifically, it was like she had familial expectations due to her gender that she felt was unfulfilling or limiting to her, and that she felt like she was destined for something much bigger, Cancer. And it's like she felt like because of society or whatever overarching organization, it doesn't have to be society, it could be culture, it could be a work environment, whatever it is, it's suffocating. So you could feel that about where you're at right now, Cancer, where it's kind of like you feel like you're destined for something greater, or you feel like you're capable of something much greater, and you are being limited to something very, it's almost like beneath you. I'm looking at my hair a lot, sorry. It's almost like beneath you, or it's like it doesn't express the entirety of your being, or it's like it's just something that it's like imagine that like you have a master's degree in something and you're being forced to have a discussion about this topic that you were well educated on with people that like are in third grade. So it's like it could even be, Cancer, that like you're dealing with people that are not as smart as you, which I can't. Cancer would drive me nuts. I cannot. When there's like an intellectual deficit, I can't. Me personally, I cannot dumb myself down for people. I would rather just sit in silence, baby. Like and that sounds really uppity, but it's like you'll come to find out that when you try to have intellectual conversations with people that perceive themselves as more intellectual than they are. For example, there was this guy that I met up with a couple weeks ago, and he was attracted to me as he kept saying to me, oh, you're not used to somebody that's as smart as you are. And I'm like, I can tell by talking to you that you're not smart at all, and you're definitely not at my level. And it's like, he keeps, oh, somebody's not smart. I'm like, you're not intelligent. I'm sorry. Like, maybe you're used to people that are like dumber than you, which is saying a lot. That's kind of sad, because how do they get dumber to you? That's my perception, right? But it was like he was trying to gas himself up, like, oh, you're not used to people that are smart. I'm like, do you feel dumb with me? That's really what it's coming down to. So you're probably dealing with people that like they feel like their level of intellect or their intelligence or something about them is challenged by your presence, Cancer. And I'm hearing that might surprise you, or that it might surprise them, to where it's like maybe they perceived you as being gullible or as being less intelligent, or whatever they might have perceived you as, Cancer. And it's like they realized over time like they could not work their brain on you, or they realized over time that they could not one up you. Maybe you're just a really kind and caring person, Cancer, and some people, stupid people specifically, associate that kindness with naivete. It happens to me a lot, Cancer, where I'm like, you'll get cussed the fuck out. Like, just because I'm sweet doesn't mean I'm dumb. But a lot of these people, they can't do both. They're very unidimensional. I'm almost getting, Cancer, why the fuck are you in this environment? What did Cat Williams say? He says you have an abnormal loyalty to losers or something like that. Why are you trying to lower yourself or reduce yourself to people? I hope you're not trying to lessen yourself to fit in with losers, Cancer. Like, it's given like Zac Efron in High School Musical, where it's like, oh, I'm an athlete, but I'm also really artsy. And it's like, well, we can only do art. We can only do this. And it's like, There could be for some of you guys, Cancer, because I don't know why I'm getting this. I'm hearing novio. You could have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, Cancer, where it's like this person might, because now I'm getting with High School Musical, you could end up being the nerd that's in love with the jock, or like a jock that's in love with the nerd. But it's like, whatever it is with that connection, the person that you're connected to has more in common with you than the crowd that you surround yourself with. So you know how like Troy and Gabriella, it's like he is like the top basketball player and she is like the fucking mathlete, but like they both really fuck with each other and they get along really well with each other and they can see eye to eye and they like the same things. Like you could be an athlete but like you're into theater and like this person's the theater kid, so it's like whether you tell the homies that or not, like, hey, I like Phantom of the Opera, I like Les Mis, I like all this shit, like I'm into theater, but you can't tell them that. It's giving that, Cancer. So it's like, I'm almost kind of getting that now. I'm hearing society. It's like there's something about you that is not stereotypical, but you feel insecure about that. But the question is why, Cancer? Clarity on this message for Cancer. It's like you want a new beginning, but for you to have this new beginning, you have to destroy something. You have to be confident enough to stand out from the crowd, Cancer. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Libra or an Aries or a Scorpio. There's heavy Scorpio energy here. Aquarius energy is here too, and Aquarius is the rebel. Aquarius is the one that like will stand out just for the fuck. Will disagree for the sake of disagreeing, just to be the rebel. You need to embrace more Aquarian energy and less Leo energy. Leo, I'm sorry for my Leos, I love you guys to death. Leos are very much followers. They want to believe that they're leaders. And to be fair, some people would argue that Leo and Aquarius are on two ends of the same spectrum. Arguable. But what I've noticed with Leo placements is they want to be liked so much. They want to be popular so much that they're more prone to playing small, or just agreeing or following trends or whatever, because they want to shine. They want to shine so badly that they're willing to forfeit their sense of identity to be able to be popular, to be able to be liked. Whereas Aquarius is a-okay being away from the crowd, being disliked, being viewed as weird, because they'd rather live their truth than to fit in and have to change themselves. Aquarians sometimes are anti-marriage for that reason. It's like, listen, if I'm sick of you, I gotta be able to go, baby. But Cancer, look at this crowd like following. It's like you're being guided to be a leader where you are choosing to be a follower. And if you're experiencing slowness or you're experiencing inertia, if you feel like you're lacking motivation in life, Cancer, especially in your career, that's why. It's because you're trying to fit in a place you don't belong with people that are kind of stupid. I'm sorry, like, not kind of stupid. You know they're stupid because you talk to these niggas and they're stupid, aren't they? They're dumb, aren't they? Like, they can't put two and two together to the point where it's like, even if you wanted to have a profound connection with these people, they are not capable of that kind of a connection with you. Does that make sense, Cancer? So what advice do we have for Cancer in this situation? Yeah, it's like a no man's land. It's like you could knock on this person's head and you would hear an echo for like 5 years, or these people's head. You would be happier starting all over elsewhere, Cancer, and I would suggest that you pull the rug from whatever the fuck you're on right now, because it's like you'll be happier elsewhere. You'll be happier starting anew, starting fresh with something that's truer to that's true to you. That's really what it looks like. So that's the message that I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so. The hand sanitizer drive me out again. Working in medical, listen, clinics and shit like that, I'm sorry, I don't want you guys to see my hands, but of course, if you want a personal reading, Cancer, if you would like to send me a tip or a donation, the information is in my bio below. We're gonna go ahead and move on to my 2 Scorpios. So what message do we have for Scorpio placements? Okay, so there's a couple messages coming through, Scorpio. First of all, you could be watching lots of early thousands movies. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I know I am. I was like, why can't I breathe whenever I think about... There could be somebody that you really like that, like, they make you really fucking nervous. But I'm also kind of getting that, because I was hearing Mambo number 5. And then I was hearing that song at the same time. So Mambo number 5, obviously, he's talking about all these women that he pulls, like Monica, Tina, Rita, essentially like, oh, all these different options, so you could be a man. But then that song, Why Can't I Breathe Whenever I Think About You at the Same Time. Some of you guys might be trying to use other options to get over somebody that you have feelings for, that maybe the feelings that you have for that person are stronger than you feel comfortable with expressing. I'm definitely getting something like that. So for example, let's say that I'm hearing obsessed. You could be somebody that's afraid of strong emotions, or us Scorpio placements, typically when we feel something, it's very, very intense, and sometimes it's more intense than other people feel things. So myself, I'm prone to watering something down or withholding it a little bit, because I've come to the realization that not everybody matches my energy when it comes to how passionate I can be about love, about another person, about a hobby, whatever it is. People will constantly tell me to water it down or to tone it down. And even like when I like somebody romantically, it's like I feel the need to withhold that a lot, because a lot of the times people aren't as romantically inclined as I am, or they don't feel as strongly as I do, and I don't want to scare them off. So some of you guys might feel really strongly for somebody and you're not getting over it, or it's not going down. It's like you keep feeling stronger and stronger for this person, even if you try to use other people to get over them. More information on Scorpio placements. Some of you guys, we have Aries and Scorpio energy coming through here. Clarity on this message. Some of you guys might be kind of sick of your own shit, though, with the Four of Swords and the Emperor reversed here. The Emperor reversed is somebody that's very cold and almost tyrannical. Clarity on the Page of Cups. Maybe Scorpio, this could be somebody that you're dealing with that's emotionally immature, or is emotionally closed off and never expresses their emotions, that maybe they want to express their emotions to you now. But they're holding back. We have Pisces, Gemini, and Capricorn energy coming through here. Whoever this person is, Scorpio, whether it's you or them, somebody's afraid of emotions and is afraid of relationships. This holding back, though, is causing them to become very depressed. Very depressed, Scorpio. On you could be dealing with a female air sign, or somebody is being very remorseful. This could be somebody that you broke up from or left, Scorpio. They could be really straightforward with you or really cold with you right now. For some of you guys, this person is being very clear that if you want to come back in their life, you're going to have to come with something substantial. That could even be like a monetary gift or a monetary incentive, something like that, or something substantial that shows them that you're serious, Scorpio. If you're the person that's avoiding the depth of the connection, this person is not going to open back up to you unless you open up to them and you give them something of substance. Whether that's money, a gift, an apology, an investment, a conversation, it's like you have to give them something, and they're being very cut and dry that they're not going to open up to you until you open up to them. And that could be you to them too, Scorpio, where it's like, listen, I feel really intensely towards you, and I'm not going to continue to display this love and affection to you for you to just take it all in and not reciprocate. Like, that's not fair to me. In fact, it's very unjust. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. And I'm carrying annoying, so this could annoy you, Scorpio, or like this person's style of communication could really annoy you, especially if they're very straightforward. But also, Scorpio, on the other hand, this person's reluctance to open up or to be emotionally mature and have a conversation could also annoy you, Scorpio. So how does this person feel about Scorpio placements? This person could also like you equally as much as you like them, Scorpio. Yeah, they want you to come through with a message of substance. That's how they feel about you, Scorpio. How does Scorpio feel about this person? And you feel like they're happily ever after, don't you, Scorpio? Don't you feel happy? Yeah? Yeah, is that what's making you sad? What's that word called? Cheerophobia, when you're afraid of being happy? Yeah, this is an ex of yours, Scorpio, somebody that you want to reunite with, that you're anxious about because you view them as a happily ever after, but you're going to have to cooperate, right? you're gonna have to cooperate with this Three of Pentacles here, and I'm hearing Three of Swords. So you could be heartbroken, this person could be heartbroken, you both could be heartbroken about each other, right? But you gotta meet in the middle. So somebody here has to open up. I'm hearing Japan as well. Somebody here has to open up or reciprocate. Whoever the person was that was not reciprocating the same amount of energy and investment, that person has to do that if they want to experience the happiness that they want with that person. Now, of course, Scorpio, you have to understand that ego, pride is the devil, right? Don't base your value on whether this person decides to drop their pride to fix things with you. Let me tell you why. Sometimes people are so obsessed with feeling right, or people that don't feel like they have, I'm gonna say it like this, I have no issue holding myself accountable because I feel very highly about myself. So me saying that I fucked something up is not hard for me to say because I don't feel like I'm an inherently flawed or bad person. So if you tell me that, oh, I did something that hurt your feelings, I have no issues saying I am so sorry for doing that. I didn't realize I was having that effect on you, because I sincerely did not realize that. I would never do something to hurt somebody on purpose, right? But I can take accountability and I can compromise because I understand, number one, I can communicate my own needs. I'm a grown woman. I don't feel the need to try to pressure people or to manipulate or to cajole, because I have enough confidence and self-respect to say exactly what it is that I mean to the people that I'm dealing with. But not everybody has that kind of self-respect, maturity, or whatever. Some people feel like they have to manipulate or pull strings to get what they want. Well, Scorpio, do you want to be with somebody that feels like they have to puppeteer you instead of communicating? Keep that in mind as well. If this person decides, Scorpio, that they would rather keep things toxic or beef with you and be heartbroken than to drop their pride and ego and to resolve a situation that could be one simple conversation, well, then maybe that person doesn't love you as much as they say that they do. Right? If I love somebody and there's an issue, I'm going to drop my pride and communicate so that we can be on good terms because I love you and I don't want to lose you. To me, my ego is not so, and honestly, your ego has to be fragile if you cannot have a conversation and apologize. It has to be fragile. Because again, I still think super high of myself even if I did something wrong. I still feel super highly about myself even if I make a mistake, if I hurt somebody that I care about. Because I'm not a bad person, but sometimes I do bad things, right? I'm capable of making mistakes. Maybe this person had really harsh parents or people that made them feel bad. And it doesn't really matter, Scorpio, because at the end of the day, we're both grown. We're both adults now. We can't keep referring to our childhood or our 20s about this person didn't say this to me and that's the reason why. No. Are you going to make the change for the healthy relationship or are you not? And Scorpio, either if you're the person that needs to apologize, that's the question that you need. Is your pride and ego more important to you than this person? Because it seems like you love this person and you want things to work well. Can you swallow the pride and drop the ego to have the conversation, or can you not? And for the person that is not in the wrong, maybe you are in the wrong and you don't know. I don't know, because the conversation has to be had. But if you're the person that's expecting a conversation or an apology or something from that other person, understand that if they are unwilling to do that, then they don't value the connection and they don't value you enough to make things right. And that's just how the cookie fucking crumbles. They don't value you enough or respect you enough to say, you know what, let's go ahead, have a slice of humble pie, I'll meet you eye to eye, halfway, let's fix this between us because I can't lose you. And if this person's not willing to do that for you, Scorpio, then do they really love you and are they worth your time? That's definitely something to keep in mind. But what advice do we have for Scorpio placements? Something about a Sagittarius is coming through. Yeah, there's unfinished business between you and this person, Scorpio. And I'm almost kind of getting this could actually lead to a very happy ending if y'all can resolve the unfinished business. But again, first of all, we don't need this many hands in the fucking pot. A relationship is between two people. And if this person loves you, Scorpio, they'll drop the pride and they'll talk to you about it. And if you love this person, Scorpio, you'll drop the pride and you'll talk to them about it. Some shit don't need to last as long as it did. Why are we beefing this long over something so simple and misunderstanding? That's ridiculous, isn't it? Infantil. Anyways, that's what I have for you, water signs. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I'm sending you so much cariño y amor. Don't forget to look in the bio if you want to book a reading or leave a tip or a donation. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Ciao.